Привет, дорогой зритель, с тобой Ватсон. Мы продолжаем играть в игру Noire. Расследование Обнаженный город. Поехали. Собственно, давайте узнаем, не было ли для меня сообщений.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Jimmy LeBlanc.
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks for your help.
Блин, какое сложное дело у меня. Ого, мое имя уже кто-то знает. А я популярен.
Can you drive to this one?
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace, Detective
Охренеть.
Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Find some cover.
О, прям через стенку. Вот это хаки.
Stay in cover.
Да.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. They nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Уилли, да?
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Конечно. Спасибо, патрульный.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Ну, погнали.
Fine, where are we headed? You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
Думаю, да.
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy, goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
The guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Ну да, вот он.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Ебать.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Ой, ну давай. Серьги нет. Нет. Нет, снотворная серебряная коробочка, да. Все-таки есть серебряная коробочка там.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Графин. Хрустальный графин. Перьевая ручка Монблан. Канделябр. Библия. Кожаный бумажник. Столовое серебро. О,
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
так. Задачи у нас дальше какие? Дом Ивстром. Давай.
You know the way. You can drive.
Подожди, ведь у нас еще было... было.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes.
У меня была какая-то улика про
You're
то,
a
что
booner
типа,
of
работаю
case
по
man,
вторникам.
Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Мне кажется, я пропустил одно место, в которое можно было съездить.
Nice house.
Ну или улику. Посмотрим потом.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Я прям видел, когда она предложила выпить, как Фелпс сказала нет, спасибо, а напарник такой, но ведь.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
10 же. Подожди, это всего две вещи, которые были украдены? Ну ведь... Так ведь... Портсигар там $10 000, я помню, он мой напарник сказал. Да. Пиздоболта.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are, making heinous accusations in my own home?
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Ну ладно.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife. I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go
А
straight to
ее
Henry Arnett's
бойфренд
place and sort this mess
это
out.
Генри Арнетт, который решил сбежать в Мексику. О, мы даже с ней поедем. А нельзя типа доехать? Почему? Видимо, недалеко, да? Посмотрим-ка. Далеко. И... по-моему, может. Ты просто не мог вылезти. Ну-ка, а залезть ты сможешь? А залезть он смог. Ну ладно, поехали.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
There goes a week's wages.
Простите. А чё молчим-то? Может, хоть поговорим? О. Блин. Ну ничего. Бип-бип. Ну ты даешь, блин. Затормозил-то как. Блин, видели этот разворот, а? Я тренировал. Погнали?
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Да. Здравствуйте.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Сейчас в щите дам.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
А ты в это время позвонишь ему или что?
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Ну ладно, хоть не застряли в этом лифте.
Stop!
Don't
LAPD!
kill him, Cole. This guy's our case. Go on, get
Put your
out.
hands in the air!
Спасибо, напарник, что остановил меня от смертоубийства. Не-не-не-не, нам вниз. Фелпс. Туралей.
Give it up! LAPD!
А медленнее это делать можно?
Don't make me chase you!
Да, не заставляй меня тебя преследовать.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
О, осмотреть можно. Давай, поехали. Это я люблю. О, газета. Да блин. Газета. Ладно, понятно. О, смотри. Тюбики с клеем лежат. С морфином, точнее, но я почему-то не могу их исследовать. Это ведь вот они лежат. Видите? Вон они. Игра считает, что мне нельзя их, что ли, или что? А, нет, зажигалка.
Optimistic, Cole.
Или что? Вибратор какой-то.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Я уже понял.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Тьфу, блин. Улики где? Там морфин нашел, но его нельзя подобрать. Это, конечно, дичь. Угу. Поговорить.
Seems irrelevant.
О, господи, ну что? Самурайский меч. Блин, а что, реально ничего нет, что ли? Ладно. Я пытался.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Нам все известно о кражах ювелирных украшений, а вас и Рэндалл о том, что о том, что Леблан и Уилли были у вас на побегушках. Да. Они украли, а ты продал. И портсигар, да?
You're lying, Henry. How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
Мы видели, что ты продал портсигар в ломбарде.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Ой-ой. У девушки, кстати, уже все. Коллапс произошел.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others
Ой, такая сразу подобрела.
that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Сомневаюсь я в этом. Но если ты хотел на ней жениться, дружок, за что Уилли и Леблан убили Джулию Рэндалл? Потому что Джулия сказала остальным, что они больше не нужны, она собирает новую банду. А я хотел совсем закончить и жениться на Хизер, если она захочет. Что... Я не думаю, что он хотел со всем этим закончить. Он же хотел съебаться, да ведь? У нас есть эта улика. А, вон, билет на поезд. Если ты хотел на ней жениться, то...
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Зачем, говорит, мне куда-то бежать? А вот ты мне и скажи.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Короче, Хизер для него на самом деле ничего не значит. Никакого Хендерсона нет. Хендерсон. Посмотрим на улики. Вот это у нас есть по Хендерсону, но мы ее уже использовали. Так. Блин, я не знаю. Нет никакого Хендерсона. Ну, давай. Используем интуицию, я не знаю. Он явно врет.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Не веду учет таким вещам. Нет никакого Хендерсона. Расскажи мне о первой краже, не вздумай лгать. Я не помню. Я не веду учет таким вещам. Учет таким вещам. Учет краденым вещам. Ну ладно.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman.
Странно.
He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Пожилой, да?
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
О, это еще не конец. Погнали.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Я так понимаю, нам к доктору, который был без ума просто от этой женщины. Она кормила его обещаниями. Понятно. Значит, он все-таки был влюблен. Он ведь не мог прийти в ярость от того, что узнал, что эти обещания несбыточны. Конечно, если бы он пришел в ярость, наверное, он бы сам ее убил. А так, убийством занимались другие люди. Он вроде как и не в курсе был. Или в курсе?
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in. I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests
А,
attending
ну
my
да, он
wife's
был в доле,
parties.
получается.
Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Ядрись колотить, блядь.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
Окей.
On our way.
Выдвигаемся.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Блин, ей там помощь-то не нужна. Я, конечно, понимаю, там у нас дело и все такое, но... Девушка, может, чай попьем? Я не знаю, как вас успокоить. Бля. Никак, похоже. Само пройдет.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Девочка, что верит.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Thank God I didn't park there.
Что с тобой? Друже. У тебя тут беговая дорожка, походу. Ты, кстати, так быстро похудеешь. Откуда вы кричите? Да, блядь, откуда вы кричите?
Hey, Cole, not in public, huh?
Я ему помог. Шляпу оставил, дуралей. Ладно, поехали.
You can drive. All right, where to?
А ты как думаешь, гений? В боулинг пойдем поиграем.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Потому что есть здесь главный, блядь.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Ладно.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
А. Я уже потерял. Опять он сейчас меня шарахнет по голове. А мне его надо убить или поймать? Надеюсь, он наверху. Блядь, где он? Он внизу. О, господи, подозреваемый скрылся. Просто потому, что я пошел наверх, а не вниз. Что происходит? Сука. А, ну все, да? О, господи.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Играй гармонь. А, блин. Опять мимо прошел. Точнее, в прошлый раз я прошел мимо, а сейчас наверняка прошел мимо. Вот он, наверх. Слушай, я пойду за тобой, напарник. О, точно наверх. Ну, собственно, куда же еще? А, вот по этой херне наверх. Ясненько. Ты еще голову пистолетом почеши.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Серьезно, меня просто застрелить надо было.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today.
Отличный перевод темы.
I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Че, пойдем бухнем, что ли? Одну улику я таки не нашел, да? Джулия Рэндалл вела бурную жизнь и умерла молодой, отправив одного человека в тюрьму, а 3 в морг. Дело закрыто похвально. Видимо, за урон автомобилем. Ну или за ненайденную улику. Да. Ну что ж, смотрим ролик после титров, и если его не будет, тогда до новой серии, ребят.
The whole company is gone, Hank. The Major is dead. We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cows still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Фелпс, как ты выжил?
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole. Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. But God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.